Good morning, Katie Munn here with Munnday Musings, another gorgeous Monday morning in Portland, Maine. And today on Munnday Musings, we are going to be talking about the power of words and how words are so powerful. And words literally can make somebody or break somebody. So being mindful of how we speak to people and being mindful of the words we use can make such a big difference in somebody's life. When I was younger, my mom used to say, like, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, and words can lift you up or words can bring you down. And it is one of those things, words, if you think about if somebody has something unkind to you or hurtful, how that affects you energetically, how that feels within your body. Or the contrary, if somebody says some really encouraging words to you, pays you a compliment, says something nice, how that feels energetically within your body as well, and how it can really lift your spirits. So when thinking about how we interact throughout our days, it's not only the words that we're saying to other people, but it's the words that we're saying to ourselves, the stories that we're telling ourselves. How are we speaking to ourselves? Are we speaking to ourselves with love and kindness and compassion? Or are we speaking to ourselves using negative self-talk? And, this happens all the time. We don't even realize it. This summer, I remember, I woke up one morning, I was feeling really groggy. My eyes were puffy. I had some sort of weird food the night before and I had to run out the door. So literally, I didn't even brush my hair. I did brush my teeth because I always make sure to brush my teeth in the morning. But I was running around and I went into the shop. I got a drink, a coffee or something, came out looking disheveled. And this woman literally stopped in her tracks and she said, "Oh my goodness, you look so beautiful today." And I did have like a cute summer dress on, but the self-talk that I was telling myself was kind of unkind that morning. And her saying that, those words were so powerful. And it kind of stopped me in my tracks and went in the car and I kind of looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, okay, even though I'm not looking like 100% my best, like, you're still lovely and you're a lovely person and we can't look like amazing every single day. And it just kind of reframed that story within my own self. And like I mentioned in the beginning, if you think about the kindness that people have said, like the times that people have said, like, "You're doing a really good job," or like, "Hey, that haircut looks awesome on you," or just really kind compliments, how they affect you and how they affect your well-being. And I was thinking about this. I've heard a lot of things lately about the power of words and energetically how they affect us. And one study, we've probably all heard about this study, or maybe not. There was a scientist called Emoto, and he did the power of words based on basically a scientific experiment. So he put rice basically in a plastic bag with water, and there was a control group, so a group that he said nothing to. Then there was another group that he said every single day, "I love you, you are the best rice ever, you nourish me," all these wonderful words. And then had, it wasn't rice, it was water. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking rice, but you can do the project at home with rice. So it was water. So that was it. So he had water that, kind of a placebo, just water where he didn't say anything to, water that he said kind, loving words to, and then water that he said, "I hate you, you're nasty, you're worthless," all these really like low vibration, unkind things. And the amazing thing was when he froze the water and looked at the molecules of the water under the microscope, the molecules of the water where he said, "I love you and you're beautiful and you're nourishing," they were so beautiful. They're like a little perfect snowflake, how snowflakes are so gorgeous. And then the ones where he said the mean and kind of hateful words to, literally the ice structures were disformed, like malformed. They looked awful and they weren't beautiful at all. And so that shows you the power that literally energetically, because when you say negative things to somebody, I like to say we're in control of our own vibration, which we are, but that affects them. And then they have to decide to kind of shift their vibration. So thinking about how you're speaking to people, thinking about how you're speaking to yourself, like I said back in the beginning, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And some people would be like, "Well, sometimes, Katie, you gotta say the truth," and that's true. Sometimes you do need to give a hard, honest truth, and the other person may not like it. But if you say it with kindness, if you say it with love, if you say it with integrity, that energy behind that, energy where you're honest and clear and compassionate is going to come through with what you're saying. And the person is going to be more understanding if, rather than you said something like, well, you did that a stupid way, you're dumb, or, whatever. Then how do you think that person's going to receive that? Rather than if you said, the way you did that, it was kind of against protocol, or, it's not supposed to be done that way, or whatnot. That makes a huge difference. So this week, I want you to be kind and compassionate and say loving words to yourself. And when you notice that you're kind of negative self-talking, being like, is this being kind to myself? Because that, if you think about that on a cellular, molecular level, saying negative self-talk all the time can really affect you and how you are showing up to the world. And then also being nice to other people. So this week, just somewhere throughout the week, say a really nice compliment to somebody, like, wow, you're working really hard on that project, or, your haircut looks great, or you're doing a great job at work, or something. And that can really lift somebody's spirit. So I hope you all have a lovely Monday. We're in the holiday season, so make sure to take care of yourself. I heard this the other day and I was like, oh, this is good. Holidays translates to holy days. So in the holy days, we're supposed to be doing a ritual. We're supposed to be, full of peace and relaxation and contentment. And often the holidays can feel like holy days, like you're just dazed out. You're just like doing all these things that you don't want to be doing. So remember during this busy time to touch in with yourself, to reconnect with yourself, and to treat yourself with love and compassion. And that will literally change each day. Love you so much, and see you next week. Bye.